Oh!
See, that'd be the sort of thing it'd be nice to see and think that this is part of like the whimsical adventure and not just know that it's a dead body going through normal shit for a Gamebryo game.
What? What's his face go?
Blessing of Mania is a greater power in the Elder Scrolls IV Shivering Isles. All targets within a range of 30 feet of the spell, upon cast, will attack any nearby creature for 30 seconds.
Oh, that's a...
So, it's an opportunity to just cause bedlam.
Is it a thing you can only use once per day?
It's a greater power? I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it probably means once per day. Alright, what the fuck are we doing?
We're going to beat Shagaroth.
Okay. Oh, hey, we can't just fast travel there. Alright, well, let's take the low road. Yeah, they really just did Morrowind again with this place, didn't they?
I'm not going to complain because I like Morrowind and this is gorgeous. Like, I really do like the skybox here with the orange hue in the sky and the all the Spanish moss is just gorgeous. Like I'm digging swampy Morrowind. That's really what this is, and I kind of like it.
Yeah,
if that's what it was sold to me. If it was sold to me, oh, we're just going to swampy Morrowind, have fun, idiot. That'd be fine. But this, I thought we were gonna get Rainbow Pyro fun times. TF2 fun bubbles, unicorns flying through space.
Again, there's a whole like sub-quest, like side quest in like Shadenhall or whatever, where you find like an enchanted paintbrush and get lost in a literal painting that has a complete like aesthetic that never appears anywhere else in Oblivion, that is like everything is painted. And this isn't really
that was one of their video game magazine levels, like the ones that they would show to journalists.
Yeah.
I mean, these are basically just a Dre.
So, we are in a plane of Oblivion in a literal sense. Like, we've had conversations about this before, but like, is this an island somewhere in the seas of Oblivion where like, if we just went to the ocean and kept swimming, we would find some of the other pillars of Oblivion that we would beat by going and closing Oblivion gates? Or is this like another plane of Oblivion, and Oblivion kind of just means all the higher realms where the gods live?
I think it is actually impossible to have a non-controversial, assertive opinion about how the cosmology of the Elder Scrolls works.
It's turtles all the way down.
That makes as much sense as a lot of the shit that I read.
Hunger tongue.
Well, I'm just wondering if like all these things we're killing are technically Daedra because they're natives of the Oblivion Plains.
I don't know, but sure.
In Eternals, they're aliens that have superpowers, and then they turn out to be gods, but they're just aliens with superpowers.
We're not actually on another plane, we're just on an alien planet.
I actually think that aliens with superpowers is one of the theories that exists for... Well, like... Yeah.
Isn't that the plot of, Warcraft, where a lot of the gods literally are just aliens?
It's also a thing in Guild Wars. It's actually very common, is... Oh, your fantasy medieval gods are actually like aliens from another universe. Picked up a bone from that guy.
Are you picking up the bones to make our himbo happy? Because I love him. He deserves all the bones.
I think he wants these bones specifically.
I think like the analogy people use for what gods look like in like kind of a cosmic fantasy sense is like, imagine you just like saw an ant walking around not finding any food, and just because you're bored you give him like a piece of sugar, and then you just suddenly hear the next day, like, all the ants from that ant's hill just, like, chanting your name out. And you think that's really novel, because, like, you've never heard ants chant your name before. And it's really cool that they're all looking up to you and shit. So they ask you for more sugar, and that's really easy for you, because you got a ton of sugar right here, so you just give them more. And they just start bringing you things, and you're like, this is kind of cool. Then they're like, hey, there's another anthill over there that don't worship you, and they keep taking our food. Can you go stomp on it? You're like, yeah, all right. Why? Why not?
So I'm friends with people who want to learn about how to like make friends with crows. Classically, if you remember, maybe like 5 years ago, I had made friends with the murder of crows. And
Yes.
one thing I always tell them is don't feed them at your house. Because crows, they like bring you into their murder basically, but any kind of slight that you make against them, they take it really personally. And then if there's another murderer who knows that you're feeding these crows, but they don't like those crows, they will like attack you. And they get really aggressive. So like whenever someone wants to learn about like how to like feed crows and be friends with crows, I'm like, okay, take this with a grain of salt. You might fucking hate it. You might hate being like the demigod of these crows, because you're now like the head food bringer for their family, essentially.
And they're like, they go back to the crows like, we have assaulted your god, and your god is cowered before us.
Yeah, and if you don't like feed them regularly, or you don't feed them when they ask, or if you accidentally feed the wrong crow, they can get pretty aggressive and they can bully you, essentially. So that's why I tell people to maybe not. I like to feed them in the park, but yeah, not near my house, never ever.
It's probably fair to say that crows actually do not see you as a god. They see you as like a really complicated temperamental vending machine.
Yes, what you were saying, Retscar, reminded me exactly of how like the crow feeding friendship thing goes. That's exactly the same loop.
Was that guy related to our himbo guy?
I don't think so.
Because he is also faster than the wind and dumber than a stump.
Crucible.
Fast as the wind, dumb as a stump is what I'm going to get tattooed on my knuckles whenever I join a biker gang, which is
I'm going to put it on your tombstone.
The demented remain
fast as the wind, dumb as a stump. I guarantee you, I don't know what kind of fitness adventures I'm going to go on the next, let's say, 10 years, 10 to 50 years, conservatively. But I think at least half that is going to be proven false.
The Shivering
It's fine. You can put fake shit. You can put lies on tombstones. No one cares.
Yeah, I'll be dead. Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna look it up. Nobody's gonna be like, hey, let's fact check that tombstone.
What did they say about Buttscarn? I don't know.
This guy's tombstone says he's fast as the wind, but I looked it up and I'm pretty sure he's just a nerd who rarely got any exercise of any kind.
Fast as the wind.
Depending on
dumb as rocks.
Depending on how you look at it, humans have made a whole entire art of lying about shit on tombstones and in tombs and around tombs.
Wait. Aw.
Uh-oh.
What?
That door entryway was really cool looking.
Yeah, Chris wasn't done
I'll never
ogling
go
the
back.
door entryway. Wink.
I mean, it's really cool. I like the
Yeah.
madness
Take a look at that cool architectural feature to the bottom left of the gate.
I like to go to Hooters for the wings.
Wait, turn around again, Josh. Is that just thighs? See, that doorway is just all thighs. The other door is this really
It's
awesome
wings.
distorted
It's wings.
face.
It's wings.
They're
there's
wings,
no, because
bro.
there's. How are they wings? Because there's the body
They're
above it.
wings, bro. Look at it.
Okay, but like the wings aren't feet.
We're not bringing
They're
it
coming
now.
down off of him.
Doesn't know the
Wings
difference between wings and thighs.
Okay, then where are the bird's feet?
Dude has never seen a thigh or wing in his entire life.
Okay,
Get
how
in the
do
comments and tell me I'm right.
My brother in Christ.
That's not going to happen.
Chris,
that's not going to happen.
You have
Christopher.
never, ever, any time you have ever asked anyone to do that in the comments or in Twitter polls or whatever, you always end up being proven wrong.
Hey, guys,
Are we
get in
gonna
the
start
comments to
talking
tell
about
Chris.
Pig butts again?
Hey, guys, get in the comments to tell Chris that the Bare Naked Ladies is a ska band.
They aren't safe. Don't you know?
I remember I retweeted it when you asked that question. I'm like, hey, listen, I have this friend Chris, and he's always like getting really upset and in his own heads about like stuff that isn't his fault or isn't that bad because he's his own worst critic. So I need everybody to get in here and like give him a good calibration on when he is completely wrong.
Out on the street.
It should feel bad.
I need someplace safe.
Like right now when he's claiming the Bare Naked Ladies are a ska band.
Walls and statues and all sorts of things.
I'm just saying.
Can't have that.
I would love to hear what you're just saying. I never actually got the argument from you about the Bare Naked Ladies being a ska band.
I'll reward you.
They have trumpets.
Oh my god.
Don't tease
You
me.
can't
Oh
get
my
into
god,
the
so
weeds.
John Philip Sousa is also ska.
Oh my god, here we go.
Please, help find a safe
Bare
spot
Naked
outside
Ladies
the
is a
street
death
where the
metal
walls won't come
band.
crashing down.
They have a guitar.
Raven biting.
Yeah,
runs the
exactly.
choosy beggar. Not a bad place. Remember, walk lightly and always look up.
Yeah, remember that my favorite ska song is the one that goes, lying in bed, just like Brian Wilson did.
What?
That is actually one of my favorite Bare Naked Ladies
How
songs.
may I serve?
Which one is, what is the title of that song?
As far as I know, it's Brian Wilson.
Sheo Gorath.
I've
rules the
never-
Shivering Isles.
That's
We, the
never
warriors,
crossed
Drove
my path.
downtown in the
most
rain,
perfect expression of this
9:30 on a Tuesday night, just to check out the late night record shop. Call it impulsive, you could call it compulsive, you could call it insane.
Alright, is this the guy?
When I'm surrounded,
This is
I
the
just
guy.
can't stop.
Alright.
Alright, time to kill him. Yes, murder him.
Well, look who's here. You
Um,
really
Aw.
shouldn't have
Oh man, come on.
oh dear God.
I'm so fucking glad we did this.
No! Redskine, you said we could kill
Pile of the
him!
bodies. You can't, you can't just know right now.
There are other
Apparently
people there,
something
which
that
implies...
occurs.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
who's here. You. How about
Scary.
that? A new arrival. Shame about my gatekeeper. I'm so happy I could just tear out your intestines and strangle you with them. I suppose an introduction is in order.
So, fun fact, this is pretty much just what the voice actor Wes Johnson actually looks like.
Prince of Madness
Well, he has snake eyes.
and other things.
That is like the only difference.
You've probably figured that out by now. Let's hope so, or we're in real trouble. And out come the intestines, and I skip rope with them.
He's got a theme and he's sticking with it.
But perhaps now's not the time. You've made it this far.
This
On
man
everyone else,
is the
well done.
only person in the
Take this
entire
drink.
game who has
Perhaps
a
it will
beard.
serve you well. Or look.
Oh shit, you're 100% right.
I've been
No one
waiting
else
for you.
in the universe has a beard.
Someone other than
But
It
this
also
dude.
looks terrible, which I guess that I guess
Yeah.
champion,
Yeah.
and you've got the job. Time to save the realm, rescue the damsel, slay the beast, or die trying. Your help is required. A change is coming. Everything changes.
I love how his cheeks keep pulsing through it for little
Princes,
flashes.
Yes.
Especially Daedric princes.
His expression suddenly seems despondent.
That delivery felt weird.
Daedra are the embodiment of change and permanency. I'm no different, except in the ways that I am. The Grey March is coming, and
I
you're
wonder if this had come out
stop it.
like 10 years later. We would be having constant memes
The
about
details
this
aren't
expansion
in-
pack.
At least, not right now.
There's a lot of Sheogorath memes relative to other, like, Sheogorath content. Or other Elder Scrolls content, rather.
Now,
Yeah, but like,
Although right
it's
now it's
not
more with memes of the hot
mainstream.
thing.
one, of course. Anything
Like,
if
people
it came out-
know Lydia is sworn to carry your
my
burdens,
realm,
like
my
not
rules.
Sheogorath is jumping rope with your
You're
intestines.
to Zedelian.
But if it
One
came
of
out
my
10 years later, we
favorite
probably
spots
wouldn't
in the
have
island.
gotten expansion packs.
It's a
Like, I'm real
place I
curious
used
to
to
see
take
what
care of
happens with regard to
unwanted visitors.
Skyfall. Or whatever.
And
Not Skyfall. What's the
some
word of it? Starbound?
More
What-
unwanted
What's the
than
stupid game
others.
that's coming out next month or in September?
Starbutts.
The Gatekeeper takes care of most of the unwanted.
I think it's Star Butts.
Dead. We'll have to
Yes.
remedy that
It is
soon
not
as well.
Starbound. That is a Chucklefish game.
Anyway.
What is the...
There are
Butts!
those that have other
Chuckle
ways
nuts.
into my realm. And there
Wait,
are
that was that
others.
podcast
oh,
we did.
Wait,
Starfield.
Chris is talking about
Starfield.
Three
Starbucks.
That's the word.
episodes
Right,
where
Starbucks,
we
exactly,
did
yeah.
commentary
We're going
over
to
Star
get
Trek
Zedelian
episodes.
Up and running. Here's a little book to tell you how. And the attenuator of
But
judgment.
I'm not sure
I haven't been
Starfield's
paying
gonna
attention to
get-
anything that Sheogorath said. I have no
Of
idea what's
course,
going on.
I can always get more details from Haskell. He's a detail-oriented type
Blah blah
of
blah.
person.
Go do
A
quest
big help.
room. Blah blah blah.
And
Yes.
snappy dresser. Now, get going.
So wait,
Or
you
I
do get to
change my
kill him
mind.
though, right?
Or my mind changes me.
Like that does eventually happen.
Yeah, basically.
You can go now.
I
Run
don't
along,
really trust Red Scar all of a sudden.
Gee, I wonder
It's
why.
complicated.
What happens if we do it again? Ah,
This is gonna shock
okay. He
you,
doesn't
but
even
the
have
exact same
words for us
fucking
this
thing.
time.
Goodbye.
Wait, where are we now?
Same spot.
Oh, okay, it was foggy. All right.
Ooh, that's a bad way to fall.
Is there
Don't
a
take a
good
bump
way to
like
fall?
that. Don't take a bump. Yeah, there's lots of in wrestling.
Wait.
You gotta learn how to take a bump first, and that is not how you take a bump.
All right. Well, we're at time-ish now, so I figure this is a good place to stop, and we'll come back. I do like how it's stealing to harvest from his herbs in here. Come back next week, and I guess we'll just do Shivering Isles until that's over.
Yay!
Or at least until we get to kill him.
Shoot. Go. Be gone. Things to do.
Campster, say something clever.
You have not pulled that shit in like 4 years, and you're doing
Like,
it
I've been
now.
sitting on it. And I could ask you to say the other thing.
I don't even know if that works anymore. I'm not sure that's a gimmick anymore. It's been like 4
Yeah.
years since I've said that.
We're old.
Now you wanted me to end on something funny, and now we're just ending on a downer note about the passage of time. This is not great. Mumble, say something funny.
Alrighty.
Oh.
Mumble, say
We're
something.
good.
funny.
Okay, I'll say something funny. Did you know I haven't had a drink this entire season? Usually I like to have a drink. And my husband asked me today, how's it doing spoiler warning sober? And I said, not great!
That's a better end. It's not sad. Mine was sad.
Is that not sad? I don't know.